G'day everybody, welcome back to World of Tanks with Napalmer, and I should apologise before I get started, I am not 100% well. So this is the VK7501K, the brand new Tier 8 German super heavy tank, I guess if you can call it that. It has a powerful 128mm gun that deals 490 alpha damage. That is the highest for any Tier 8 heavy tank. And the penetration is not that bad either. It has 226mm on its standard rounds and 263mm on its APCR. So we're here in a battle on Runeberg, and we're moving across here trying to get a shot on the Charioteer, and I'm not paying attention where I'm driving, and it's very lucky that there's no one there looking to shoot me. So we see that the Jagdpanther 2 is spotted on the corner here, and we're starting to use our great side armor, and we get a shot for 510 damage. That is almost unheard of at this tier. It's only stuff like the Scorpion G that usually gets that kind of damage. So we take a shot from the Oho at the back, and the ISM is currently stepping in front of us. And we're looking to try and get our second shot on that Jagdpanther 2, but unfortunately he gets into cover. So now we're side-scraping around the corner, and we launch a perfect shot into the turret of the ISM for 517. When you are high-rolling with this gun, it certainly does feel powerful, but the reload is absolutely horrible. You really have to be careful and make sure your shots connect, just like that one did on the Jagdpanther 2, our first kill of the game. So we have to be very, very careful here. The Oho, we know, is somewhere at the back, and there he is. He's just blown our ammo rack into a couple of pieces, but the ISM bounces off, so we get ready to return fire. Can't quite get it. Try and hit the lower frontal of the Oho, maybe. No. Oop, ISM, thank you very much. So you can really see the damage does quite quickly stack up. The ISM is rushing us. He's looking to get the shot of damage before I reload, but he bounces, and we're looking to get that returning shot, and he's down, second kill. So you can see the armor on this tank can be quite reliable if you are side scraping, but I have found the upper frontal plate quite weak to high penetration guns, and also premium rounds. And that's a disastrous shot. I'm still not proud of that. I was aiming for the drive whip, and unfortunately couldn't quite connect it. But the turret on this tank is very quite lackluster. You have to really be careful. A lot of tier 8 tanks will have no problems penetrating your turret. And even lower tier tanks with the Cupola can certainly give you some trouble. So this is not your typical super heavy, and we overextend a little bit too far there. You really have to play a little bit more carefully. You can't really go in and brawl and like traditionally you would be getting to the fight and getting a lot of damage out, but you can't do that. You have to really wait for them to come for you in the VK75. And I've played a lot of games in this tank over the last couple of days, and really just get the damage out, it's not easy. So we're trying to tuck in the best we can here. I don't want to bleed any more damage. I already lost a couple of shots I didn't need to. And Lerner is down. Oho pulls out, takes another shot into us, and we are looking to return fire. Looking for that shot on the turret. There we go. I was honestly a bit surprised the team didn't support me more against the Lerner on the one line, and we're trying not to die, but we are down to very low HP now, and that Oho is healthy, but fortunately the IS-3 is here to save the day. I say, come on, let's go, we can do this. We got 3 tanks here, and he gets another shot in. We can do this, come on boys. But that Oho is going to be loaded, and the T-103 doesn't connect the shot. So now, with a score 5-4 on Runeberg, we are on critical HP, but 3,415 damage. It's not a bad score, but we're going to have to put a lot of work in. The T-103 goes down to the Oho, and we are driving out side on. This tank is not the fastest. And with that rear mounted turret, we've really got to overextend to get the shot out, but 520 damage brings the Oho down to critical HP, looking to see if the IS-3 can finish off him. And he does, but he unfortunately takes a hit. So now the IS-3 and myself are on very low HP. The 112 in the back there is also very low HP. There are not many tanks with health that are able to brawl now. The VK100, unfortunately, on the cap is on, I assume, full HP, but he hasn't moved, so we can assume he is AFK. So now we have to really be careful about artillery, and there is an ISU 152 somewhere around the area. We haven't seen him for a while, so we've got to be really, really careful and not overextend. So you can see here I'm trying to angle my armor, anticipating that he might be on this corner. Like I said, the frontal armor on this is not reliable, but you've got to really try and angle it every time you're coming around the corner, just because I find if you overextend on a corner, you won't even spot the enemy before they've taken a shot into you. The tank is that long. So we're looking again to try and get this shot on the ISU. We assume that he's somewhere around that corner. And we've got our teammates, the 112 with the IS-3 moving up, and the Skoda T27 is spotted on the corner, so good thing we didn't push on. So now it's a slow fight, 7-8. 8-7 even. Wow, I'm very good at counting tanks. This is a very difficult situation. You have to be careful how you progress. Looking to get the kill on the M4043, and we do. So he is taken out of the fight. But the ISU 152 has returned, and the IS-3 is in critical danger, so we're looking to support him as he comes around the corner. And once again, the gun rolls high and shuts down the ISU 152 in support of the IS-3. And so you can really see that if your opponents are trading 1-for-1, or they're not able to get a returning shot to you, you can really dish out the pain. We're up to 4,849 damage. That is massive for a tier 8 heavy tank. And we're still on one shot. So the IS-3 is now pushing forward onto the cap. 11-8 is the score, and it looks like we're in the back. The winner's in the back, I should say. And we haven't been spotted, so I'm thinking, okay, the unit isn't there, but now we are spotted. So I'm thinking, okay, something's ahead, and it's the Lynx, which makes perfect sense. So we're looking to try and get a shot between the building, but unfortunately can't quite get it. So now we're in a really tough position. We can't really pull back because we've committed too far, and we only reverse at 15 kilometers an hour, so it's not really going to work out. Or we can push forward and use the wreck, which is exactly what I've done here. The problem is that now we're caught in the open. Not really much we can do, but we did bounce the Lynx's shot. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe our turret armor is not that bad. Maybe we can put a returning shot in here blind, but unfortunately we are shut down. And this is what I'm trying to prove with the turret armor. It's just not reliable. If you're looking to try and play hull down with this tank, you're going to have a really bad time. In fact, the frontal gun depression on this tank is horrendous, because remember, you do have a rear-mounted turret. So we are speeding up the game here. We're looking to try and see the result of this game, because unfortunately it does go down to the wire, as you're about to see. So the Scorpion G is taking cover, and I am frantically typing a message to him, asking him to spot for our artillery, because we really need him to do something. The score is now 12-11, and we are in a bit of a tight spot. We don't have HP to play with, and unfortunately the T69 goes down to the Lynx. So that means now the scores are even. We have to spot for that artillery. And he's worried about the UDES, but the UDES has been spotted in the south, so the Scorpion makes a break to where the Lynx was last spotted. So it is now down to the 2 tier 8 tank destroyers, and hopefully we can pull off a win. So the Lynx is no longer where he was last spotted. Scorpion decides his best course of action is to go back and cap, as it worked well for both me and the IS-3. But he has a cunning plan that I didn't think of. Hiding behind a wreck of a tank and hiding behind a building. What could possibly go wrong? So, the base is now being capped, and the UDES has been spotted making a frantic push, so we're going to have a quick look at that. But the Scorpion is not being interrupted. Maybe the Lynx is somewhere else. The Scorpion continues capping, while our SU-130 PM friend looks to try and get a reset. With 2 tanks against a SU-130 PM and an artillery that can't really support. It's going to be a tough fight. The Lynx is in the north now. He's looking to get a reset with 16 seconds left. Can he do it? It's going to be close, and he pulls the reset off. So now, the game is looking even tighter than ever. 12-13, we're losing. The Scorpions now making the same play as before, looking to try and get the kill on the Lynx, but the SC-130PM shuts down the enemy Scorpion G. And now we are looking at a 13-13 game. It is incredibly close. The 130PM is making for cover, and he gets the kill on the UDES-3. So now 14-13, but the enemy light tank could be anywhere. You know, those wheeled light tanks are just horrible to chase down. You'll never ever catch them if they're on the move, and they're incredibly well camouflaged. So chasing that light tank, probably not the best course of action, but he does get spotted. He tries to make a shot on that Lynx and not quite connecting, but he does have the cap points, and the SC-130PM is coming to support. And I'm saying to the Scorpion, get in the bushes, because the view range on those wheeled light tanks are absolutely terrible. If you can position yourself in a bush to protect yourself, you are not going to get spotted if you have excellent camouflage. But he is making an interesting play. He is protecting our SC-130PM, and it looks like we're going to win by cap. And that is GG. So, if we have a look at the results screen, we can see that was a Master Badge Ace tanker with 5,385 damage, 4 kills, 1,410 blocked damage. We also picked up a high caliber medal and 26 bonds. Looking at the team score, we can see we topped the charts by a mile with 1,418 base experience points, and credit where credit's due to Tankful on the enemy team in the Lynx 6x6 for putting up a great resistance. Looking at the detail report, we made 63,000 credits profit with a premium account, despite running a premium consumable and firing a respectable amount of premium ammunition. That was also our ×3 with the manageable multiplier, with our total of 6,594 experience points. So, final thoughts on this tank. If you are looking to pick up a German crew trainer, there are a lot of options. Would I say this is better than the Löwe? Debatable. I'm not huge on the Löwe either, but both of these are acceptable if you're looking to train your crew. I would suggest so, looking to get a better premium tank and using the crew book system as a way of training your crew. I wouldn't recommend getting both the Löwe and the VK75. I just find them too situational. The armor is not that reliable. That being said, the alpha damage is a novelty, and if you want to platoon up and keep your hit points under control, it might work, and you might see some results with this tank in Frontlines. In fact, I will be running it in Frontlines as of this week. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Apologies again for not being too well. If my voice is a little bit croaky, you understand why. But take care, folks, and I'll see you in the next video.